I'm gonna every day, if I can, I'm gonna have a Facebook Live, and I'm gonna bring everybody here onto the set, not to show you anything important, but just to show you what it's like to be there, right? So if I can say, hey, the lead actor just ate 2 hot dogs with a ton of sauerkraut on it, made my stomach, I'm gonna go and interview him while he's eating hot dogs with sauerkraut. Because it'd just be fun stuff to do, right? If somebody trips and breaks a prop, breaks the gun, I'm gonna go and show you the broken gun, and then I'm gonna take you over to the guy who broke it and go, how come you broke that prop, right? And you guys would be living the same life as I'm asking the question. I'm going, you tell my fans, how come we're delayed a half a day because you broke the plot? So we'll have as much fun as we can, because we're not gonna be beholden to their marketing scheme, and Jason's gonna do the same thing. While all this is going on, as you guys know, we still do the comic books. We're less than 2 years away from Spawn 300 coming out. Now, for me, just so you guys know, 300, although it will be a big anniversary issue, we'll do some cool stuff, 300's not the issue for me. 301's the issue. And here's why. Because the longest running independent comic book ever, in America at least, was Cerebus, done by Dave Sim, Canadian like me, so we're hardcore working people. So he did 300 issues. So once I get to 301, woo, I got the record, right? So I was even thinking, I've even talked to people at Image, I go, what if we just made issue 300 like regular size, but we made 301 like triple size, right? To be cool. But they all shot me down going, they're not gonna understand it, they're not gonna know what that all means, they're gonna think you don't know how to count, Todd, and there's gonna be something goofy. So I go, okay, but we'll have the special one, but 301's, at least personally, is gonna be the big one, because I'll then have the longest running independent comic book ever in North America, and I'm going, cool, now I'll keep going, hopefully another 600 issues. I've had people over the years say, well, Todd, when do you come up with other characters? I've got plenty of other characters, we'll do it. But let me just tell you, if you ever create Mickey Mouse or Superman or Batman and you don't create anything else, it's gonna be a hell of a life, right? Don't get greedy, right? Some of my partners, when they first started, they had to create 100 of those characters. I thought they got a little bit distracted, right? Come up with 1 thing, 2 things, 3 things, and just make it work. Just make it, look, if you created the fidget, like, you don't need anything else. You created the fidget, you'd be okay for the rest of your life, right? So if you come up with 1 good idea. Now, some of you guys are going to tell yourself, I can't come up with ideas, I'm not nearly as creative as you, Todd. I say BS to all of them. All of you are good. All of you are underselling yourself. You may not be good artistically, although I think I can turn every one of you into a functional artist, right?